Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. Okay. Core cut. Thanks for letting me, my camera, even though I'm on the new computer, my camera's still blocking the whatever. Thanks for letting me prove who the problem was. You should have seen the look on Vortex's face afterwards. Well, she's going to get her act together. Better get ready for the new top team of the tag division. Glad you're giving me the kind of respect I deserve. You're welcome. Optimistic. Dominatrix. I appreciate the title shot. It's good to know I've got a boss that keeps their word. That's me. There's a fly in the room. Feels great to be the champion. I guess this makes me the face of WCW. It sure does. I have to say I'm loving my time here at WCW so far. Happy. Okay. No promises. Have your most popular available boys fight for special promotion. Okay. You got it. Who are our most popular boys? They are either of Gable and Gulak versus Damon Kemp. Okay. Then I'll just put Cortman in that match. That works for me. Okay. I've got some ideas. Let's do our other checks here. So, popularities. Yeah, Garrett's the lowest. JC, Vicky. Danielle's slowly moving up, so that's something. Let's look at morale. Just Jake Xanadu. The email was concerning. So it might be a good idea to use this and then just buy a new one. Especially because my shows aren't super expensive. When did we unlock this? Week 20. So it'll be a while before we get the level 5 stadium. That's when we can start actually making more money. Where'd you go, Jake Xanadu? Yeah, okay, so he's happy now. We sat him down, we had a talk, and we just bought another one. 75k is expensive, but wonder why it says total cost. Whatever. 75k is cheaper than the 100k if they asked for like an extortion. So okay. We wanted to do a tripled threat. A three-way dance, as they say. With Chad, Gabel, Damon Kemp, and Clay the Courtman. Because this will be good for their popularities too, because this is a specialist. Works for me. I would like to do tag team. This may not be my no, it's absolutely not going to be, because Dominatrix, stamina. Yeah, because Core Cut, stamina, Core Cut and stamina. Well, no, they're not involved. I don't care. Dominatrix has low stamina. Everybody else is fine. Becky's stamina is kind of low too, but that's fine. We will rest them next week. Tag team of Quaid and Northern Light defending against Matrix and Fury. Title match. This will be good again for because Donna's specialist bonus. Interference. Becky on Then I'll turn Becky next week. That should be fine. I've got enough like people on the roster that if I just turn somebody, like it doesn't matter. I can pivot. I don't know if that's going to be the main event. Probably not because it's 4 faces. So we'll see kind of what else we got to book. We are going to do another Kombucha Xanadu match. Their staminas are both fantastic, so I might just go like wild with them. In fact, this might be our main event. This might be our opener with like a backstage brawl. Yeah, perfect. Expensive show. And then another women's match. Let's do another tag team. Let's do Alice and Danielle versus Allie and JC. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this seems like a pretty good card. No rivalries, huh? Do I have a better rivalry that I can put here? Do a fatal 4-way instead. Alice and Danielle and Allie and JC. Just so the game doesn't get confused. Yeah. And then it's 2 fighters, but that's still fine. There we go. Look at that optional bonus. And we have a thing, and we have a thing. Great. Okay. We get this week 15? Okay. Not a week too soon. In fact, it's several weeks too late. Okay, and then who do we got? A handful of people that we can do stuff with. We're just going to leave Cut and Vortex just off the card entirely. That's fine. I'd like you two to cut a promo, maybe. I'd like you two to be in a match. But I don't have room for you on the card right now. Your staminas are both the same, so let's get you... How are your staminas? Congratulations on your tables match. What was I just doing? Oh, these, yeah. Becky's doing the run in there. Let's put Jerry on the card doing something. Nah. Who was Jerry Lawler just feuding with? Adrian Buck. King of Hardcore, that's right. Jerry will call out Chad. And then we need to have these two because or else the crowd will complain. That seems fine. And then who is missing out? Lynch, Quaid, Clubberella is not on the card. Sammy Vortex isn't on the card. Wait, hold on, I got confused. Yeah, Sammy Vortex, Core Cut, Clubberella, and Vicky and Cinnamon. Let's just say Vicky and Cinnamon got sent home for fighting. That seems fine to me. And then on the men's side, we have Kombucha and Xanadu. We have Gable, Cortman, and Kemp, I think. Yeah, everybody. The only people not showing up are Buck and Gulak. Do I care about this, or do I do something else? I don't care about that. I could have Jerry run in if I really wanted to. Morale. Vicky's got to be on the card. Self-promo, I'll give it a try. I like this card. I'm pretty sure this match, because it's just a backstage brawl, it should be better than this tables match. Last thing I was going to check was so JC's contract will be up next week. I can afford it, it's fine. I can afford it. Is this a good show for Dallas, Texas? Yeah, I mean, this is... Cortman is a 5-star. Yeah, these are 3 5-star performers. This is fine. That's going to be a great match. And it's even got a specialist in it, so we're really taking advantage of overtime. We are in the Fleet Center. We are in backstage. Special. We got all the optionals. I'm not doing anything with like training up enhancement talent this time. JC is an enhancement talent, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna just check something really quick. Okay, I could just ignore JC's contract situation altogether. Okay, and then actually, let's just check something else really quick. I'm going to clear that match altogether. I want to make sure I think it's just JC. Yeah. Why not? JC Jane is a 2 out of 5 promo skill. And now, after superstar training... Okay. Yeah, now she's on a permanent contract. She's a 3 out of 5 promo skill, so something. Okay, now I can do a different fatal four-way. And I can do... Alice and Allie, and then we'll do Vicky and Cinnamon. Okay. And Quinn B doesn't really have anything going on right now, and I would like her to have something going on. If Lynch is going to be feuding with Matrix, I'm again locking up two of my specialists in a feud, which is not ideal for overtime, but it's what the card calls for. Quinn B might call out Christina Fury. Oh, I hit exit again. I keep getting confused. Circle and square are just such similar shapes, you know? Self-promo. I'm not going to commit to setting up another feud that might just like hamper me. Self-promo is fine for her. So the women's division, or here's everybody who's being left off. Adrian Buck is being called out. Argus the Great is being called out. That's fine. Clubberella is off the card, which is less than ideal. But I'd rather give the spot to Quinn B. And then Danielle Wallace is unfortunately off the card. I just don't have anything with Jane being busy. I would give her the promo spot, I guess. Yeah. Okay, I like this better. Do I want this to be a tables match? Their staminas are all phenomenal. Yeah, why not? Backstage Brawl, even though it's level 1 feud, should still be better than tables match with 2 level 2 feuds. And Fighter Bruiser is less than ideal. Specialist. I feel good about this card for Dallas, Texas. I feel better about it now that I was smart about whatever superstar training. Good job, me. Congratulations. 30,000 was probably going to be cheaper than JC Jane's contract anyway, so... Welcome WCW fans to the land of hardcore here in Dallas, Texas. Before the show even gets started, our cameras are going to run backstage, and we're seeing Kombucha and Jake Xanadu. They're fighting at it. Obviously, Clay Cortman's words did not resonate with them last week, and on account of, again, the microphone's not working. which they still should have been able to hear. But Kombucha picked up a win over Jake last week. Jake was getting super upset. And then Kombucha saw Jake Xanadu walking out of Ella Rubao's office and didn't even bother asking him what that was all about and just started attacking him backstage. And so that's the story of this story.
1, 2, it's over.
And Jake Xanadu gets the better of that confrontation in a 3-star match, which is concerning for my booking. But it does grow that feud. Level 2 feud, 3-star match for a backstage brawl. I'm guessing their performances were garbage. Xanadu, I think it is first win too, which is great. Defeats Kombucha in a 3-star. So it's a good match, but disappointing for a backstage brawl. Cash suplex. While the backstage brawl is going on, we see him walking out of the audio engineer's booth. He has paid them to turn the microphones back on. And Adrian Buck calls him out and says, what was with that last week? Why do you think you just walk around here? What you're doing is not hardcore. It's what they're doing, Xanadu and Kombucha. That's what hardcore is. That's what it means to be a hardcore champion. And Cash Suplex says, great, maybe I'll give the title shot to my butler, and then walks away. And it reminds people that, oh yeah, Kombucha was Cash Suplex's butler, and we kind of forgot about that, huh? That's weak. Level 2 feud, that's how you write those numbers. Suplex calls Buck. Hey, maybe these two should get in the ring. Speaking of in the ring, Allie Brawler, who is here on behalf of JC Jane, who is unfortunately will not be able to compete for the next couple weeks, has been setting up a bunch of tables in the ring to give a presentation basically to the board of WCW why she and JC are not just flashy, wrestlers here just for show. They are here for competition. Alice Justice comes out and says, what you're doing is nonsense. You show that you deserve to be on WCW, you deserve to be in the ring by fighting in the ring. And speaking of fighting, Vicky and Cinnamon Garrett are coming out and they're still fighting. Alice and Allie don't really know why they're fighting. They can't really explain it, but there's tables, and so this becomes a tables match.
1, 2, ring it.
And Alice Justice wins. And it's only 2.5 stars, which is wonderful and pleasant. And both feuds grow to level 3. 3. And that is Justice. I think she hasn't had a win in a long time, which is also great. Defeats Brawler and McLeod and Garrett in a 2.5 star match. That's perfect for the mid card. Well, at least it's not negative. Danielle Wallace approaches Ella Rubao backstage, and she has the flyer for the training that JC Jane is attending and why she's not here for the next couple of weeks. And she is impressed that JC's trying to do something the right way for once, and she asks Ella, like, hey, can I get on this training? And Ella says, no, I think you're good. And Danielle, she wants to feel a little pride on that, but she's trying to better herself, so not being able to get anything out of that is a little embarrassing. Tag team title defense. Donna and Christina, the teachers union, where again Christina is a teacher of martial arts and Donna Matrix is a teacher of something else, and Donna is also the world champ now. They did earn a tag title shot, non-transferable. Donna just got her world title shot by asking for it. And so they earned this tag title shot by winning at Starrcade Backlash. And so this is them giving it. And in the middle of the match, Becky Lynch comes out, the former world champion, the consummate professional, Becky Lynch. And she is going to supervise the match. You know, she sees Dominatrix has stepped up and gotten a world title in that hardcore match last week. So clearly she believes she's a world champion. People have been calling Whitney Quaid a future world champion. So Becky is just here to supervise and see if there are any true champions like her, true potential professionals. And maybe she gets involved in the match a little bit. Quaid and Northern Light retain. 2-star mediocre match. And it does start a feud. You can see Dominatrix is not happy with the result of that, or with Becky's interference. Quaid, NL, defeat Fury, Matrix with a Lynch run-in. 2-star match to retain the tag titles. It did everything I wanted it to. Just, yeah, it's about as good as it was going to be. Drew Gulak finally cuts a good promo on this show. And he thanks the fans for their support during the tag team match last week. And he says that now that that's out of the way, it's time to get down to business. It's time to show the world who the greatest champion is. And Argus the Great is fuming about that because he is the greatest world champion there ever was, even more so than Becky Lynch. And at insert live event here, he's going to show it. And that's a good promo, and it's level 3. Gulak calls Argus. And in your main event, our most popular boys are going to be fighting each other as advertised. We've got the 3 of the most popular stars. We've got Chad Gable, one of our tag team champions, perhaps a hardcore legend. We've got Damon Kemp, who is the greatest addition to WCW. And we've got Clay Cortman, the greatest on the mic in WCW. And so 3 different types of great, all in this match. And let's see how great the match will be.
1, 2.
It's triple threat, so it is naturally hardcore. And it's a 4-star amazing match. Cortman Kemp grows. So, yeah, it turns out mic skills not exactly the most important here in 3 of our best talkers all in a match. This grows to level 3. Lots of level 3 feuds already. That's good. Gives me some flexibility in booking. Kemp defeats Courtman and Gable. And I imagine Gable will have to rest in a 4-star match. Good. It was good booking. So let's watch the other shows. Oh, would you look at that? A backstage brawl to start the show. With a rivalry
1,
even.
2. That's it. Ring it.
Bruiser Cruiser though, so it might be slightly better than mine just because of the rivalry. Okay. You gotta finish this feud at some point. This is 2 of them are in a tag. Well, this was a tag team match before. You just took Liv Morgan out of it.
1, 2. Ring that back.
Also, you should have more faces than heels in a tag team match. Davenport and Reaper, sure. Shanky. This.
1, 2. Ring that
Oh,
bell.
because Titus was with Doink and McMahon. Okay. Well, 5-star, 5 promo skill Liv Morgan. I'm guessing that Nikita got one of the PR trainings. And then
1,
not
2.
for the titles, but for the
That's it.
tables,
Ring the bell.
Lula Tandy. And it's good. We might have beaten Raw at least. Aren't they in a smaller arena? Uh-oh. Yeah, look at that. Charlotte's here. That's hold up. Who was their Did somebody leave their show? Who was NXT's Women's World Champion before? Interesting. They must have lost somebody and then had to hire Charlotte. Smooth Butch, Odikawa, and Not Doink. Braden the Doink. Rivalry grows to something, some level. Big E is here. This one, who's the old man now?
That's it. Ring the bell.
Solar Sikoa. And he's injured forever. Oh, they also hired Scott Steiner. Okay. Andrea Cannons and Ignition.
1, 2, it's over. Ring it.
Neat. It's okay. Undertaker calls out King Triton, and it's excellent. And then, yeah. Okay. Candice somehow wins that. And it's great. I think we won. No, NXT still, eked us out. Barely. But, well, I think in terms of total stars, we tied. I got the highest match of the week. So, okay. 3 stars. It was just held up with... The game says Cruiser is good, but it actually isn't. So, Specialist and anything else is better than Cruiser. But it was fine. Probably not worth 90,000. Though their popularities are getting up there. Kombucha at 72. I'm mad at it. They're more popular than all these women, except for Allie Brawler and Alice Justice. Yeah. But it's okay. We're getting people up there. Lost a little bit of stamina. That's fine. Somebody's good at tables matches, so that's good. 1.5 star performance. Here, just a bunch of faces in the match, so not surprising. Donna will need to rest, and then everybody else is fine. No, just really middling tag chemistry that held it back, I think, also. And this match was just basically perfect. 5-star popularity, 3.5 star performance. Yeah, popularity is the most important. And Chad will need to rest. And we got some rivalries moving here. Cinnamon Garrett is good at tables matches. Okay. 105 rating score again. 48,000 fans. $7,000. At In Your Figure 8 in Japan. This tells us that Cinnamon Garrett is such a natural at tables matches. Good for her. Massive Raider 83. Jake Xanadu gets revenge on Kombucha for that run-in the other week. He got what was coming to him. Yes. Thank you for watching. In Your Unprettier Tube. Did you guys see Becky Lynch jump Donna? Totally uncalled for. Well, kind of. Kind of, actually, because Becky is supposed to be a consummate professional. 3 Count Rumbles says, good show tonight. Just as exciting of a tweet as your username. Thank you for watching. At Glorious Music Party. What a bust. Whitney Quaid and Christina should not have gotten in the ring against each other. I had no idea who to root for. I love them both. Well, oh well. JC Jane, who should be at training right now, says, never knew the cure to insomnia was Danielle Wallace on the mic. Well, she wasn't on the mic. It was backstage. At 360 Hotel 88, that promo from Danielle Wallace was appalling. Needs to get a manager to do the talking. Well, that's why she's partnered with Alice Justice. Thank you for watching. Also, you can't have managers in this game. So, it'd be great. Would be fun. Fighter Striker of the World says, Drew Gulak calling out Argus the Great tonight and hitting the target. Good promo. That's what you wanted. Thank you for watching. Top Rope Figure 894. Cinnamon is such a natural at being the good guy. That worked out for me. And Director Contender Tube says, feels like it's Suplex Mania at WCW right now. Wonder how long that will last. Forever, because suplexes are the best moves in wrestling. Okay. 104 rating score. 47,000 fans. $7,000, so same as us, roughly. 107 rating score, so NXT still eked ahead of us. They also used special promotion for some reason. So, okay. But their money situation's a little dire. Hey, look at that. Special promotion, health spa, tables. And we're in first place because of our trophy, but not because of our fans. In fact, we are 100,000 fans behind NXT. But first is first. So we got there before NXT. All right, let me restart the recording and then continue. All right. Let's try to pick up the pace maybe. Austin, Texas will approve that. After all, it's just right next door to Dallas, probably. I don't know how big Texas is. Very. Kelly Cortman. You have got to be kidding me. Annoyed? When did you get annoyed? You were in the main... Hey, what amazing growth we've seen lately from WCW. I like to stay humble when I can, but you have to admit you've seen some amazing growth out of me as well, right? Right. I appreciate the opportunity I've been given to do what I love most here on WCW, but sometimes that's not enough, you know? I did call you one of our top stars. Extort me for $50K. I absolutely appreciate what you bring to WCW. You're one of our top stars. In fact, I want to offer you a bonus of $50K for helping carry this brand. They say money can't solve every problem, but it definitely helps. Thank you, Ella. This means a lot. I'm glad to know I'm valued. Thanks for staying on top of things. Major increase. Turn that frown upside down. Unbelievable. Hey, I feel like I'm the fall guy every week at the moment. Whatever my next match is, I want to win, okay? Okay. Ensure that your least popular available cruiser is in a match for Network Special. All right, who's our least popular available cruiser? Danielle Wallace. Okay. I'll just put her in a match with Allie Brawler. Sure, whatever. I'll put her in a triple threat with Allie and then have Allie win. That's fine. Okay. Anybody else I need to be concerned about? No, we have no annoyed faces. Vicky's still at the bottom here, but she's on the show every week. So I don't know what you want from me. How about stamina? Donna needs to rest. Becky needs to rest. Becky's going to cut a promo. And then Gable needs to rest. Okay. Let's just actually book this promo here while I'm thinking about it. Becky, role change. Great. Let's look at the power cards. Vita Random Superstar, don't care. Contract Negotiation, don't care. Health Spa, don't care. Well, I do care. In fact, I very much care. Do I use this now? Because Becky's contract is going to come up. Yeah, I'm not concerned about Jerry Lawler's contract. I'll just sign it, whatever. Becky's contract's going to be crazy expensive. Let's just buy me some time. Becky's contract will be extended by 2 weeks. That's fine. I buy this for 30K? Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay. This is gonna be a mid-card match. Alice, Danielle, Allie. Switch them Allie and then Danielle. And then I might use my fix match on Allie Brawler. I don't need to use the cheese strats. What's Argus's stamina looking like? Might do like a packed show sort of thing in the main event. Gulak, get back in the ring. Argus, Portman, and Kemp. Yeah, this should be a phenomenal match. Argus is the one really holding it back. Let's do Northern Light and Clubberella, just a singles match. .63 stamina. Where'd Kombucha go? 76 stamina. Just hear me out. Okay. Who's all left off the card? These two need to rest, so that's fine. I haven't had Cora and Sammy on the show in a while, so maybe I should be doing something with them. Let's see here. Cora and Sammy, their staminas are still so garbage. And I guess by not being on the show for a while, they were off for 1 week. Okay. Oh, but I really want Queen B to do something. Cut a promo, I guess. Christina Fury. Core cut. Quaid. Sammy Vortex. No specialist in the match, but that's fine. Eve Torres. Do this again, and then let these two rest. Not that they need to rest. If I were to hire Eve Torres, I would put her in place of either Cora or Sammy. I would switch her out for Sammy Vortex, and I would hope it would do Christina and Cora. And then Quaid and Torres, I would not be opposed to. How long is Eve Torres' contract? 5 weeks? Do I really want 26 people on the roster? Can I handle that? Is there somebody on like the free agents who might be cheaper? Bailey. Permanent for 28, 3 promo skill. Do I do it? I really shouldn't. I'm already struggling to book everybody on the show as I am. Because really, Whitney Quaid shouldn't even be in this match. It should be... I do not want to quit. Don't stop doing that. It should be B in the match. Except B is a heel. Bother. I don't need to use this because Becky would still not be. Becky would be at 43 after this week. So there's no point in doing a health spot on Matrix. Do I want to put anything special on any of these matches? Do I have all the optional bonuses at least? I do. Oh. Is the order of the card, right? This match is absolutely the main event, for sure. This match is nothing. Is this match better than this match? I can make it better. Get your fix match. Tables. Tables is fine. Okay, whatever. For some reason, I'm not happy with it. But usually that means it's one of the better shows I've got. Do I swap these two? No, they're basically the same. Yeah, this is fine. Not really taking advantage of overtime because I'm too shy to hire another person. I can't be second guessing. At some point, Becky Lynch's contract is going to come up and I'm going to need the money for it. So I do have to like save some money somewhere. Maybe actually cut some advertising promos. could have Quinn B do that. She's happy. Her popularity's kind of good, but I'm not using her for anything right now. That's probably better. There we go. Okay. It's submitted. It's done. It's in. Down the road from Dallas, Texas, it's Austin, Texas. In the land of hardcore, WCW, welcome to the show. Hope you're having a good night. And let's get started in the land of hardcore with a hardcore match. We have seen Alice Justice and Allie Brawler. They've been fighting over what's the right way to be a WCW star. We've given up on the whole Justice angle. That's just her name. And so Alice and Danielle, Alice is comforting Danielle for getting turned down on the training request, and says, the best way to train is being in the ring. And last week I threw Allie Brawler through a table, so want to do it again? And that cheers up Danielle. And Allie Brawler is just like, actually, no, I'm going to put your friend through a table. And then she does that.
1, 2, that's it, bring it.
Told you. 3.5 star, great match. Doesn't boost the feud, but that's fine. I got another week for it, and it's already level 3, so the world turns. Brawler defeats Justice and Wallace in a 3.5 star, great match. It was just something the crowd liked. Not everything has to be super story heavy. Becky Lynch is questioned as to why she interfered in the title match. It doesn't seem like something a consummate professional would do. And when the interviewer asks that, Becky Lynch says, well, you're not being much of a consummate professional, and knocks the microphone out of her hand and walks away. And it's clearly Becky Lynch has turned on the professionality of the land of hardcore. She doesn't see that professionalism happening here, and so she's not going to we'll see what she does next week when Donna Matrix returns. Donna Matrix returns next week. Cash Suplex is asked by Adrian Buck, like, hey, when are we gonna fight? When's my title match? And Cash Suplex says, you'll get your title match in due time at insert live event here. But first, we're going to have they're just going to have a tag team match. Cash Suplex, rather than have his former butler, I guess, Kombucha, is busy. So Cash Suplex has hired Jerry, the King of Hardcore, Lawler, to be his tag partner. And Adrian says, like, all right, I've beaten up both of you before. I can do it again. And I'll get my tag team partner in Jake Xanadu. I think they were a partner at... Nope. They've never been partners before. But Jake had a big win last week in a hardcore match. So not that Kombucha is going to let him forget. And Kombucha is going to give a little side eye to Cash Suplex as well for replacing him. So here's that.
1, 2, ring it.
And the heels win. And it's okay. And I guess Austin doesn't really like feuds, huh? Whatever. Suplex and Lawler defeat Buck and Xanadu with a run-in from Kombucha. And a 2.5 star okay match. Whatever. Quinn B comes out, and she, as someone who entered the world title match a couple of weeks ago in the purest of professionalism, she understands what Becky Lynch is going through. And so she wants to, as a professional, she wants to support the company that she works for. And so she is cutting this promo from the merch table. and invites everybody to come buy some Austin, Texas, Land of Hardcore merch. And she gets $11,000 out of it, but 6 people think she's a shill. So, whoops. Whitney Quaid is consulting with Christina Fury. She thanks her for the match last week. It was a good fight. There was a lot of respect. And she's saying, like, maybe I'll sign up for one of your martial arts classes. And Cora Cut comes in and says, like, Whitney Quaid, you are 90 pounds soaking wet. What's a martial arts class going to do? And Whitney Quaid takes off her championship and says, well, it got me this. And that makes Cora Cut upset, which then inadvertently summons Sammy Vortex. And this is all happening in the ring.
1, 2, that's 3. Ring it.
Christina Fury is able to calm the Fury. We get Quaid Vortex and Fury Cut. I think that's what I wanted. Okay. Fury defeats Cut, Quaid, and Vortex in a 3-star match. Okay. We see a replay of the promo, the Clubberella promo from a couple weeks ago, just in case you missed it. It's the exact same promo. It's just showing her griefing the Terraria game. So they just want to remind you, because when that match happens, it's sure it's going to be something. And in your main event, last week we had the 3 of the greatest stars in the ring. And Argus is just like, but I'm the great star. And I wasn't in that match. And in fact, you, Drew Gulak, you were the champion and you weren't even in that match. So, and your partner's not even here this week. So I want a rematch that involves me. And Drew Gulak is like, fine. And Clay Cortman and Damon Kemp. Damon Kemp agrees because he got the win last week. And Clay Cortman is fanning himself with $50,000 of my dollars. And so he's okay with it too, because he's going to do what he is told in the main event. And you're going to complain about being annoyed. The first time you drop below neutral and you get annoyed and you're going to be like, oh, I want $50,000. Oh, I'm going to win the match. You better be happy. Both promos get to both things get to level 4. The Miz of whatever. Cortman defeats Kemp. This is probably just going to be what the title match is at whatever the live event is. 4-star match. All right. Well, good show. Frustrating show, but good show. Tag team tornado title tag team title match.
1, 2, 3.
Man, they retain and nobody gets hurt. Doink is here and he's good. He was injured for a long time. Whatever. These two have a rivalry.
2, that's it. Ring the bell.
Shane wins. Okay. Penelope Perfect is much larger than Lula Tandy. Madcap Moss, Brute Force, Shanky, but
1, 2,
anything to not put
ring it.
Brute Force and Lurch Evans in a blow-off match. Wow, that sucks for Ed Bunny. And then we're redoing this tag team title match. And this team wins. And it's amazing. And Maya T. Kirk is injured for 3 weeks. That's too bad. And NXT in the small arena again. And they're still going to put on a better show than us, I bet. Not Doink versus Not Randy. Or Guess Randy. I don't know, whatever. 4.5-star class. Whatever. Andrea Cannons. You know what? Maybe, because NXT's got the fighting champion card, maybe they use that. Humberto and Triton. Humberto is not the Undertaker.
2, that's it. Ring the bell.
Which means he wins, and it's mediocre. I didn't even pay attention to what that call-out was. Andrea Cannon's the Ignition, sure. Butch is good. Here's where the Undertaker is. He is taking Butch's place.
1, 2, it's over.
And this team wins. The team of the guys facing left. And it's great. Beth Phoenix is here, and she's expensive. And this rematch, but it's backstage this time, and Candice still wins. 4.5-star classic match. Stomped by NXT. But we tied with Raw, at least, so that's fine. Let's see here. Alice is getting low, so might need some rest. But a win for Alley Brawler is a win for Alley Brawler. Here, everybody's staminas are good. Decent tag chemistry. At least one of the teams is good. And people are getting somewhat popular. Suplex and Buck didn't really benefit them. This match, Wendy Quaid 97. That's really good. Cora Cut 58. That's something. And then this match, really good for everybody. Yeah, just a really good match. And nothing else. Okay. 109 rating score, new record. 51,000, just shy of 52, kind of. $105,000, making some money. At Suplex Raider in the ring says Suplex and Lawler are an incredible tag team. Okay. Run-In Outlaw 90 says, holy crap, Kombucha just blindsided Xanadu. Thanks for watching. It's been happening for weeks. SmackDown Contender in Italy says, great WCW tonight. Good matches. Thank you for watching. At Mr. Buster 85 says, Quinn B trying to sell his stuff tonight, but at least it was fairly entertaining. Yes, it was very professional. Nova Northern Light at Aurora Fights says, that's her Twitch handle. Keep running your mouth while you can, Clubberella. It's going to be wired shut for a while after next week. Okay. Royal Snob 82 says, can't wait for Alley Brawler to get a shot at the WCW Women's Championship. Sure. My favorite superstar in WCW. A big change from when she was first hired, so I'll take it. Educated Buster 95 says, I liked that every match in this week's WCW felt different from the last one. Kept me interested. Musclefan Mega says, Jerry the King Lawler gets the win over Adrian Buck. Hashtag WCW. Thank you for watching. At Supercatcher81, holy crap, Clay Cortman finally won a match. I know. All it took was 50,000 of my dollars. And at Viking Outlaw Tube, what a shocker. Becky Lynch becoming a bad guy. Turned her back on professionalism. Or didn't, or something. I don't know. Figuring it out. 112 rating score, so they were better than us because they had more legends. 55,000 fans. $71,000. Who cares? 111 rating score. 54,000 fans. $8,000. Beth Phoenix, the newest superstar in NXT. Never heard of her. Okay. Network special for us. That's good. We're still in first place. We're over 100,000 behind NXT. So, I mean, getting network special and special promotion will be a big part of that.